Hello, everyone. Welcome to GAHCast. I am your host, Hydrowave99, and I'm joined here today by my good friends and co-hosts, FluufAlpaca and GhostwellerGame. How is everyone today?
Dude, it's 12:40. I just got home from work. And the first thing that you said is, "Hey, can you hop on?" Oh yeah, and you called me during my fucking shift, saying if I can get on. I'm how, how do I quit this?
Yeah, I'm sure at this point, based off all the activities I've had you involved with this week, you just have a secret middle finger just waiting to be like shoved right in my freaking face.
We recorded this how many times now?
The first episode was recorded 3 times, and then episode 1 apparently is getting recorded twice.
So awesome.
Or
Fucking five
more,
times we tried.
depending on if the curse is still here. Apparently, yeah. I was drawing connections to a tuck.
A talk?
Yeah, that's the name of that Eskimo movie we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
There's a
I know what you're talking
Wikipedia.
about.
Yeah, so all right. So for those who don't know, this is definitely a take two on the topic, and I will be uploading. We went through 2 topics already, which will be uploaded as a separate video. But we wanted to continue forward with what we were gonna do beforehand. So with that being said, I'd like to bring attention to one of the bigger controversies of the week, and that is the involving Ghost of Tsushima's director's cut. Now, at first glance, this doesn't seem like that's a big deal. It's just a re-release of the base game and its expansion on the PS5 and PS4.
Right.
The game itself looks pretty good too. I mean, I haven't played it myself, but from what I've seen of the game, this looks like a pretty incredible game. You can even see on the screenshot here like how beautiful of a game it looks. But besides that, um, the main point of controversy of this is its pricing upgrade. So, for 1999, you can upgrade to you can upgrade to the director's cut on PS4 for 1999. However, on August 20th, if you bought the director's cut on PS4, you can upgrade to the PS5 version for $9.99. But if you're looking to directly upgrade from the original Ghost of Tsushima all the way to the director's cut, it's going to be $29.99. Now, what are you guys' thoughts on this?
I mean, for a director's cut and for a director's insight throughout the making of the game and throughout what he thought was best for the game, I I would say it's worth my money. Little like tweaks to the graphics, tweaks to the gameplay and story. I would say, hey, I wouldn't mind playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Alpaca?
Um, so for me, I personally haven't played the game or experienced anything about it, but um, as far as I've heard, it's basically you're just like fighting like in a war, I guess, like an ancient war, right?
Yeah,
Or something.
so it's based off the Mongol invasion of the island of Tsushima. So this is back when the Mongols were trying to invade Japan.
I see. All right, so yeah, I mean,
Was was the main character Olog?
I don't remember who the main character's name is. I believe this article mentioned it because unfortunately none of us actually played the game, even though I have.
Mm.
His name is Jin. It's right here.
So the villain must be Olog.
Right. Probably, yeah. So, but
oh,
yeah, I
I
think
get it now.
the main point of controversy about this, because while this seems good on paper, is the fact that other companies have been doing free upgrades to the next gen versions of the game.
Yeah, I that's what I was gonna get to is like, yeah, when it comes to like upgrading to the, the like, I don't know, it's like see, people have been doing this like doing either or for a long time. So like it really depends on the type of like the type of time period, I guess, because like um I don't know, like if you wanted to buy an upgraded version, of a game, you could. Some people don't like that, so like some games are just a free upgrade, and like it really depends on the time that you do it, I guess. Because like think of an old game. Um, let's just say Super Mario Bros. I guess. So on the NES, it was released, and then there's like uh Super Mario All Stars. You get the original game, but it's like updated graphics and stuff. I guess I don't know if that's a good comparison, but um, I mean, but then like look at shit. What else? I don't know. Like let's say hmm, like a game that constantly updates gives you free content. I guess.
Mm.
Um, so something like that is it really depends because like nowadays when you can just download an update to something and you can download stuff, it's much easier to just give out a free version of what you've already sent out with like updates throughout of it, rather than like back then it was like more common to just resell it. But I feel like if there was a director's update or director's cut version with like included stuff, it really depends on the how much greed the developer has for the game if they want to sell it. I'm not talking about greed as in a bad thing. I know it has a bad connotation, but it depends on if they want to sell it, if it seems like more content. Because like oh shit, I can't bring that up. Never mind. You get it though, right?
Yeah. So what I was getting at too is that the on top of the two, the pricing structure, how Microsoft and Sony have been doing things have been a little differently as well. Because Microsoft is still charging $60 for their games. In addition to, they're available on Game Pass, which is an incredible value. On PlayStation, they're starting to charge $70 for first party games.
Yep.
So in some ways, a lot of people can argue this feels like an artificial upgrade just to get the game up to $70.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed that too. Is that some games have been costing $10 more, or just like they've just been like, $60 for a game is usually you know, I believe even back then, like, games like, I don't know, like Yoshi's Island or something costed $60.
Mm.
So, $60 has kind of been like the standard, I guess, as far as I've seen
Right.
for like, good games anyway.
All right. Ghost, do you have anything to add to this or not really?
Oh boy. So the way I see it is, I'm trying to think of the words for this one. Okay, so the way I put it is, would you rather pay for a game, right, that has better graphics? You know, this game is released. You know that Ghost of Tsushima has been released for some time now. We know that, but think of it as, remember back in the day when we got Halo 2 and we had to buy the fucking extra game for the extra maps and multiplayer maps and bits and pieces of the story.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like that they're doing, just now more modern. Therefore, it's just like you're still getting the full game in even some future upgrades to it. It's just you're paying a little bit more. I don't have an issue with that. I paid $100 for, shockingly, I paid $100 for Cold War and for the Cold War upgrade. So when I get my Xbox Series X, I'm just gonna straight up grab it
Mm.
in order to be in my library.
I hear you. But yeah, I think overall this looks like a very solid collection. I think anyone who's a fan of this game you should probably upgrade to this anyways. So, especially if you're going if you have a PS5 already, which I think I'm one of like the 5 people that currently have one. I am behind me. I have literally Cold War on my TV here being outputted from my PS5. So
Did you say pink PS5?
no, just from my PS5.
No, I thought you said pink PS5. I was like, I didn't know you got a pink.
I mean, I did get myself an LGBT cup literally last month because they offered for free at a T-Mobile store. So that's beside the point. Okay. Our next topic for today is actually. So that's like all our gaming topics for today. So the rest of our topics here are not as gaming focused. They're just more about technology in general. So there's nothing like PC gaming or gaming related. It's mostly just technology in general. So, with that being said, our first topic is actually, believe it or not, so I'm going to switch over to my screen share here. We have an article here, and someone actually put a Starlink satellite dish on the hood of their car. So this was found by a good friend FluufAlpaca here, who's in our call. So
FluufAlpaca.
Yeah. So this here is literally a police pulled over someone for putting a Starlink satellite dish on the hood of their car.
Okay.
And so, for those who don't know, Starlink is actually a service from Elon Musk, from his SpaceX company, to provide internet. So literally, someone put a satellite dish for internet on their car. Oops. Ignore that. That's fine. There's always some outtakes. That's fine. Okay, but besides that, as seen here, this is what they said. Sir, I stopped you today for that visual obstruction on your hood. Does not block your view while driving. And then the person who responded said, only when I make right turns. I just found that funny. And the driver who received a ticket for a moving violation told the officer that they were using a tenant to get Wi-Fi for a business they run out of the car. So that's a valid use. Like, hey, I just want to get internet for my car so I can do my business work. But the thing, it's some minor news, but yeah, they said, yes, it is in fact illegal to mount a satellite dish to the hood of your vehicle, obstructing your view under their law of the state or whatever. And pretty much, yes.
If you're gonna mount it to your roof, you fucking tard.
I mean,
Like this guy's like, nah, I gotta have it directly in my line of sight. So when I take a right-hand turn, I'm completely fucking blind. Oh, I got this.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a
Got a
good
computer
solution though.
fucking
Only
hooked
when
up, and he got a fucking computer hooked up on the right side of the car, like he's a fucking cop.
that's a good solution though. Only when I make right turns. Hey,
Yeah, but where the fuck is he going? How far is he going?
hey man, I know you're, you got a, I don't know, a neck injury, right? That doesn't impede your ability to like play football, right? Only when I look around, or something like that. I don't know.
Whoa.
Hey, dude, you're sitting on you're sitting on a knife, huh? Got a knife up your ass, right? Doesn't that hurt? Only when I, need a shit.
Right. That's
My question is, when he got pulled over, I wonder what was the man's response. Like, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? He goes, no, why? Like, is he clueless to the point that he has a fucking satellite dish at the front of his car? Is he just oblivious to that? Just no, what seems to be the problem? So, I don't know, just the fact that you mounted a satellite dish at the front of your car, so anytime you make a right-hand turn, you're completely blind and you got an 18-wheeler passing you. Whatever you do, don't signal left. Fucking idiot.
It's like, it always gets obscure when it's like taking a right. So imagine like him having to take a right-hand turn in LA. It's like freaking Grand Theft Auto, and he's just taking a right-hand turn, and it's like just running over everybody. You come in the side just.
Oh.
You just see mailboxes and fucking telephone booths fly off the top of his car.
Oh, absolutely, you know it.
It looks like a Prius. Is it a fucking Toyota Prius? Of course it is.
It is, yes.
Yeah, really, really eco-friendly, man. Eco-friendly. Fucking satellite dish to the front of his car.
Want to be this is literally the case of he wants to be Elon Musk supporter, but he's not a true Elon Musk supporter because he doesn't have a Tesla.
What you mean he's not a true Elon Musk supporter? What do you mean? Dude, if I was driving around with the fucking satellite strapped to my hood, I'm the biggest Elon Musk supporter. SpaceX all the way. I'm gonna be fucking wearing NASA t-shirts.
Elon Musk, we are huge fans of your company. Please send us all Teslas and flamethrowers. Thank you very much.
Please don't.
And give us a like subscription to PayPal Plus.
PayPal Plus?
Like buy PayPal again, and then
Make it a subscription. Make it a subscription for your bank account right now.
and then sell it again, but keep the rights to it. Whatever loophole you can think of. You're smart, right?
Right.
Next invention for him is building a fucking rocket ship out of ballistic glass.
Right. The funny things that we can do. All right. Our next topic for today is another one that we found. Actually, I found this one myself because I thought this would be a very interesting thing to talk about. Now, we try to avoid political content whenever we can, but in something like this, I feel like this is very relevant to us because we all are big technology users, and I know that while the two of you don't use Facebook as much, I feel like this is very important for the context of where social media could go. And that is that Facebook is currently testing extremist content warning messages.
Break that down because we're both fucking stupid for us, please.
Yeah.
So Ghost, it's basically so it's 1 second, I gotta sneeze.
That didn't sound like a
sorry,
sneeze, it sounded like you ate your mic.
Anyway, so yeah, basically, it's basically one of those like FBI warnings. Have you seen somebody purchase a large amount of firearms to arm a militia, a small militia?
So you're telling me they're putting fucking Amber Alerts on Facebook?
Something like that.
Kinda. What they're doing is they're testing, like, hey, do you know someone who is exposed to extreme content? And if so, what they'll do is that if they say yes, what they'll do is that they're gonna send like links and stuff to help explain like political extremism and stuff like that.
So yeah.
For now on, I'm just gonna call myself Canadian and call it good.
Yeah, so essentially here we could see that. Yeah, so like they mentioned here, somewhere in here, that they mentioned that like what they'll do is that you could like say like they say yes to any of this question, like, are you concerned that someone you know is becoming an extremist? And they say, hey, you maybe have been exposed to harmful extremist content recently, and they try to inform the people that, hey, violent groups try to manipulate your anger and disappointment. You can take action now to protect yourself and others. So they try to direct people to.
That's going to be abused so quickly.
Honestly, that's my whole thing was like, what do they count as extremist content, and if this system can be like, can this system really be helpful? Like,
no, it's not in the fact that it can be helpful. Can it be perfected?
Yeah, exactly.
One error, we are fucked.
What if they suddenly flag like I don't know, ADL as like extremist or something? I don't know.
I think for Facebook, it's none of their fucking business. I'm sorry that is blunt, but I don't think it's their business. I don't think Facebook should have a political opinion right now.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I kind of agree with you because, like, what do they define as extreme content? Like, do they view like anything like super far left, communist, like social, like super like social justice warrior type of stuff as, you know, political extremism, or do they view like anything like right leaning, like Trump supporting as extreme? Now, get me wrong. Here at the GAHCast, we support LGBT rights and anybody, like, if you want to be who you want to be, we are here for you. Come talk to us. We're always here for you. But
Unless you're in the furry community, we'll shoot you on sight.
God
um,
damn it! Now I was gonna say something in response to your Canadian identification.
Oh,
I was gonna say, you know, if this extremist stuff really happens, I will just identify as a paraplegic furry, and
yeah, and I'll
maybe
light you
I'll
on
be
fire and call you
safe.
Hot Wheels. See how that works out for you.
Um,
right. So I think every one of us besides Ghostweller is in support of everybody, and Ghostweller just wants to burn furries. Okay.
he literally just fucked off. He probably can't hear us.
If you're a furry, you ain't lasting 5 minutes, cowboy.
All right. Well, I think we all agree on the same thing. We don't know what Facebook will define as extreme content, but if used by certain people, then what will happen is that every content literally gonna get flagged to oblivion,
Practically.
and that's
Yeah.
gonna be a horrible thing for freedom of speech. But we'll see how this goes. 'Cause, I mean, Facebook has
Can
had
I,
some shaky
can I
history.
throw in? Sorry. Can I throw in my like dead ass honest personal opinion for this one?
Go for it. This is what GAHCast for.
All right. So hopefully you guys agree with me, right?
Mhm.
I believe in certain media outlets like TikTok or wherever, like prime example like TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. I don't believe, and again, I can get hate for this all I want, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't believe in that politics should be on those types of platforms because it can get abused very, very quickly. People's opinions can get so out of hand so quickly. I don't feel like that they belong on, Facebook or on TikTok. It just I get it, freedom of speech. People are gonna hate me for that one, but like there's times where it gets out of hand, and there's times where it's abused. The system is very, very flawed and abused.
Right. In fact, I would say I tend to agree with you on that one because I noticed that when I use Facebook, for instance, like I noticed that like it feels like every ounce of family member I have seems to gradually go toward the more extreme direction as time goes on. It's
Yeah,
it gets very toxic. Like, don't get me wrong. Like having your ability to voice your political opinion is good, but when the political opinion starts to rift itself apart to the point that you know you get so divided and everyone just wants to hate each other and like you get to the point where everyone literally just silences them just because one opinion is different than the other, it gets to be too much.
yeah.
It truly does sometimes. I I get that. You know.
I'm an independent. I don't really have a side.
Same. I'm literally the same way here with everyone. Like I 100% am. I'm not left or right really. I just have like views scattered about. Like I don't get me wrong. I view myself kind of more libertarian-esque in some ways. Like I view myself left-leaning in social matters, but I view myself right-leaning in some like economic matters. I mean, granted,
Alright.
that doesn't really matter. But the point is that you know we're all moderate viewer of politics. I'm sure we all agree on that. We're all moderate in some shape or form,
I don't try to dive too deep into it.
right?
For me, like I guess I'm libertarian, where it's like I I don't care what the fuck you know identify or are or is or whatever the fuck, it's like enjoy being yourself. Just don't like drag people down by the stone.
Mm,
Don't
Yeah,
hold on to that leg while you're being dragged down by the stone if that stone leads you to death or drowning or whatever. Don't grab people's legs you know
yep. And
trying to drag them down with you.
yeah, watch because that we just voiced our own political opinion. We're gonna get canceled by everybody, and
oh yeah, easily.
I'm not
Uh,
surprised. But
I don't care. I
okay,
don't care. It's literally it. It's just like for me, it's just like I don't care what you do as long as you're not like hurting anyone. That's it.
Literally what we
You know.
think.
So it's literally just like, how can you cancel that? Somebody just wanting to be live and let live.
Right. I hear ya. Well, I think we said everything we need to say about this, so let's go on to another topic here. So, another story found by a good friend, FluufAlpaca, in our chat right now.
What was that song?
I don't know. But we found this article here, and it's a more wholesome story. So we're going to get away from a little bit of negativity and just go a little bit more towards a more optimistic direction. I feel like we had enough negativity with that Facebook article.
Oh, it was Paul McCartney. Okay.
So,
Okay.
okay, so we will break it up a little bit. So,
Sorry.
It's okay. So let's talk about how a Spanish couple developed some high-tech like specs.
Could have sworn to recognize that voice.
Yeah. So
Oh, it is Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
It's okay.
Don't mean to cut you off.
No worries. So let's just talk about how there's a Spanish couple in like Spain who helped develop their some high-tech specs for their son so they could see. And you can see an image of this right here. Just the visor. Ignore the mask, but you can see like the visor. And the idea is that their toddler was diagnosed with low vision. And in the BL couple, they had to develop a special like device so their son can easily see. So the wife, so the husband is an electrical engineer and his wife is a doctor. And they developed this special electronic visor so that their son could see. And they have like, it's like and they say it on here, it's a cross between gaming goggles and glasses. And it creates a 3D image with text and stuff on it. So it's kind of like a Google Glass sort of thing. But it also is like actual glass that can help people see. So, what are you guys' thoughts on this?
Well, does your son just have low vision, or?
Low vision is a toddler.
Alright, so low vision as a toddler. I would say that's pretty fucking damn impressive.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I absolutely love it. You know, I like the idea of, it's literally just parents that, made, their child some, like, ability to improve their quality of life. Like, I remember, I used to have a friend and, their, their brother was, like, low functioning autism and, like, would, do like he would bang his head on the wall and just like he just, I don't know, something about me just felt like he was like really sad about existing because he didn't understand his life, and just like they had to like barricade his room, fill it with like foam and stuff, and it was just like shit. So it's like with people with disabilities, it's like as long as like it, as long as people will be like have all those issues, I'm at least glad that technology is there to like help them in some way, whether it is just like like this guy with like goggles that help him see, to this person who doesn't understand, and takes it out on himself.
Yeah. So they have the headset. I mean, at the time they made it, they had the headset on display at the Mobile Congress, World Congress, which is a pretty important show for mobile technology. And they also mentioned how the developing glasses had cost them 900,000 euros, or roughly $1 million. And the couple had invested 65,000 euros of their own money. So the rest of it came from like public institutions and crowdfunding. And when this is released, it'll be customized for specific users, and they'll cost roughly around 4,900 euros or $5,850.
Damn, imagine it only took them like less than like a well, almost over, but it took them only $1 million. And even though $1 million is a lot, it's like, wow, you know, like that's so little compared to how big that tech can improve somebody's life, you know.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you compare that to that's like nothing in the eyes of Google or Take Two or any major corporation.
Compare that to what we spend on to produce video games, or what companies do, or fuck US military spending. That's fucking chump change. So like it really only takes, pride and passion, you know. It doesn't take a lot of money compared to what other people spend their money on.
Right. I hear you. So, the glasses again, they're going to be released later this year in Spain and Denmark. So, if you're in those countries and you know someone who may be visually impaired and have the money, this seems like a very viable option for them. And they even hope that they'll add Google activation and like navigation with Google Maps and future versions of the glasses. So, I mean, hey, if you want to wait a little while and get some really amped up navigation and voice commands, this is a really cool device to look into. But do we have anything else to say about this?
No, not for me.
Ghost?
No, not really.
Alright, so I think we are on the last topic of the day. So, this is a very miscellaneous topic. It's a science topic.
Oh, really?
But
You
Steve,
sure this isn't more scientific?
mm.
You sure this isn't?
Do we dare talk about this?
Yes, absolutely.
Alright, so before we get to that topic, let's talk about this. I'm going to actually go back to just chatting. Okay, good. So,
Those holes break laws. That's what he said.
so before we get to the that's fine. So before we get to the final topic of the day, we're going to throw in a bonus one here. Now, I thought about including this in the main discussion earlier, but this was a really funny thing here. We have to take a look at this. So, believe it or not, I'm going to share my screen here again. An Atlanta woman wakes up to find a wild African cat on her bed.
Oh, I thought you were going to the other topic, the serious one.
Nah, you link this one up and you're like, you know what? We're going to screw it. We'll add this one in.
All right.
Yeah, we're definitely
An
gonna screw
Atlanta
it in bed.
An Atlanta woman woke up to a surprise cat
Or yes,
that was not hers jumped into her bed Wednesday morning. She was even more shocked to discover that the cat was several exotic native cat to Africa. All right, cool. So she got a rare cat in her bed.
But this is,
Well,
yeah, this is supposedly a wild, more feral cat that's not meant to be possessed by anyone, and it just randomly just pops in their bed all of a sudden.
just like, yo, you called? That's about tuna.
Right.
it's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There is nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa.
God
Sorry.
damn it. Motherfucker left out those lyrics after we do this podcast.
Yeah.
It still kind of terrifies me because that cat is illegal, and there's a reason it's illegal. So I really do not know what it is
the fucking
capable
thing's
of.
massive.
Fucking
Yeah.
massive.
It's literally 2.5 feet tall, and they say it's supposedly someone's pet.
Is it now her pet?
Not her pet, but someone else's pet.
Oh yeah, yeah, Joe Exotic.
Mm.
Fucking probably his pet.
Yeah, probably. You mean Joe Erotic?
Joe Erotic, yeah. It's my boy Joe Erotic. He can please any animal except woman.
We just turn a tech podcast into something that's more than what it is. Oh my god. We're now getting into that territory. But yeah.
Most pussy I've seen all week.
Exactly. So,
My friend is this hairy pussy.
I mean, do we have anything we need to say about this topic? I mean, this is a really funny topic.
I wonder what her husband was doing.
Honestly,
Was she
honestly,
slapping
yeah.
him awake? Just,
Yeah,
Phil,
he probably slept
Phil.
on the couch, and then he woke up
Phil, wake
to
up.
this cat, thinking it was him, and she was like, "You're not my husband." She was probably like, and their husband probably walked in and be like, "Damn, I didn't know you're bisexual. Didn't know you liked pussy too."
Oh my god.
Just it's like one of those scary movies where it's just a hand coming over the shoulder, but for the cat, it's just a giant paw coming over that woman's shoulder, spooning her in bed.
We hear you. All right, so shall we get to the final topic of the day then?
Sure.
All right. So the final topic of the day, I mean, this was another fun, lighthearted one,
Oh, yeah.
is
Not
But this
sexy
one's
at all.
better.
so Stephen
It
Hawking.
also talks about holes.
So apparently, Stephen Hawking's second law of a black hole is proven.
All right.
So apparently, 50 years after Stephen Hawking proposed a theory about black holes stating their event horizons, the boundary beyond which nothing can escape, should never shrink, his theoretical law has been proven. So apparently, a team of scientists led by Massachusetts Institute of Technology confirmed the late physicist's area theorem with more than 95% accuracy using observation of gravitational waves. And then, yeah, so these gravitational waves in order to prove Stephen Hawking's theory, which is pretty nuts.
Yeah. You know what else is nuts?
What's nuts?
The segue to our. No, I'm just kidding. This fucking guy. Look, 1 second. Let me just So I'm sorry I have to break the thing or whatever, but I found this as an advertisement on my fucking on the same. I'm looking at the article too. It's iconic pro wrestlers, and let me just. Fuck, where is it?
If you wanted to screenshot it, like use snipping tool and screenshot and send it over, you can do that too.
Oh yeah, I just did. Hold on a second. Is this it? Yeah. Who is this?
Oh my god. Alright, chat, you have to see this. Look at this.
Oh, am I checking chat already?
Yeah.
Who is
for
this
fuck's
again?
sake. That's Butterbean, dude.
It looks like his shit's been wriggling his ass for fucking 2 years.
That's me when I fucking was eating popcorn and snacking on my shift, and I had to fucking use the bathroom so badly.
His entire fucking head and neck combined looks like a thumb.
Right. But
He looks like a semi-chub. Sorry.
Oh my god, it's fine. But going back to
His face looks photoshopped onto his body.
alright. Let's take a look at this.
Motherfucker looks like you that you can push in his face with your thumb. Oh god. You can push in his face with his thumb, 100%.
His
He's the
head
type
is
of
so
guy to hit himself in the
disproportionate.
head.
His head is so disproportionate.
But
Down
yeah,
below, you
God.
probably got like an fucking Lady Dimitrescu size.
Lady Dimitrescu stepped on him.
Oh my
He
god.
looks like yeah, he looks like he looks like
He broke in every single bone in his body.
it looks
He's
like
just a
yeah, he
bone.
looks like WWE games when you break everyone's bone, like every single part of their body.
He looks like he got rolled over by a steamroller.
It looks like he reverse came.
But yeah, guys, what do you guys think about the discovery of proving Stephen Hawking's theory about black holes?
I'm not concerned about the discovery at all.
If you look at the photo, what the fuck is that little like skin tag hanging off the right side?
Pretty sure that's a tumor.
It looks like a giant pimple. And the one on the left side, that's his like neck flap, but it actually does look like an overgrown tumor.
I see. So you guys pretty much don't want to talk about black holes. You just want to just make fun of everything.
Oh yeah.
No, we want to talk about um
Yeah. No, this man came out of one. What you mean?
Oh fuck, I'm not recording. Damn it. I'm not recording this.
Fifth
So-
time
It's-
alpaca.
I'm literally going to be uploading this event on my channel soon, so rest
I
assured.
know, but it's just like
Mine
I
won't be
wanted to
tonight.
preserve it, man. It's fucking 1 a.m, and I wanted to preserve it.
It's fine.
I want to preserve it like
This motherfucker's preserving an egg. Let me tell you.
oh yeah.
He looks like he ate a whole fucking. He looks like he ate a hen egg.
It looks like he wants them chili dogs.
His name is Bubbles, 100%.
He looks like you could pop him.
I wonder why I even picked this why I think this is a good topic when all we're
He-
going to do is talk about the images.
He looks like a face on a punching bag.
He looks like a punching bag. He looks like one of those inflatable sex dolls, but like for women.
Right ass kick that motherfucker in the neck.
Why are we making fun of like what's historically been known as one of the greatest scientists in history?
We're not.
We're making fun of
We're
fucking
making fun of this fucking.
goon.
We're making fun of like fucking this guy who like looks like he's like, oh my god, I don't know, he just looks so fucking weird now.
Are you talking about the wrestler guy?
Yes.
What about the wrestler guy? Not Stephen Hawking. No, he
No.
doesn't deserve that. This
I would've
dude
made fun of
does.
Stephen
Because he-
Hawking more. Don't you test me.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know why.
Motherfucker sound like Windows XP shutting down.
Yeah, he does look like an idiot.
Oh no, now I'm talking about Stephen Hawking, motherfucker.
I mean, should we talk about the article real quick and then we can get back to roasting this guy?
Yeah, sure.
All right. But yeah, what do you guys think of the discovery about, the discovery that was made about Stephen Hawking's theory?
Um,
I know
I mean-
we know practically nothing about astronomy or anything like that, but this was just a pretty cool topic to talk about.
All right, so he proved his point, and he proved a theory on black holes, right? So I guess let's start off with what even is a black hole. Just to get that conversation going.
but first we must explain parallel universes
Shut the fuck up.
and half A presses.
I'm gonna kill you. All right, so Mr. Hydrowave, I'll let you explain what a black hole is, so we can further talk about this article here.
So, I'm sure as we know, black holes are caused by when the star ruptures. Like when a star ruptures, it creates a black hole, which absorbs all light and matter.
And you know what that is?
Yeah.
That's like, It's like deleting something. Except instead of like it just making it inaccessible, it just fucking wipes it. And you know what that means.
Don't you dare segue this into something fucking stupid, Alpaca.
Angel soft wet wipes.
Alright, motherfucker, you know what? I'm coming down to your house.
Alright,
I was gonna
sure.
say something else, but I can't
But yeah.
say it now because of what happened earlier in the week that ruined everything for that. So no, I'm not.
Oh, wait, are we talking about the one game that you made me buy? Oh no, the one game that you gifted me and made me stream?
Can we talk about it?
Yeah, no, we can.
Yeah, can we?
We can talk about it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes!
so
Alright,
my
so-
original fucking joke was literally about that.
Yeah, so let me just get ourselves back into the right mode here, and then we'll briefly talk about this game.
That joke that I said I couldn't say.
Yeah.
I guess I could say it.
Yeah. No, I'm allowing you to.
Oh, okay.
So we are going to briefly talk about this game because
Fuck this stupid fucking game. It's stupid and I hate it.
all right.
So, quick question: have you played the side stories, and are they any good? Are they
I
worth?
haven't. I
Uh,
haven't even.
Okay, I was just wondering if they were worth
He-
actually
Now,
purchasing instead of just loading it.
I mean, they're side stories. It's worth. It's extra content. It's
Yeah, just
exactly
'cause-
what fucking Team Salvado wants.
so
Yeah.
essentially, now can I refresh this page so all the logos pop up?
No.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Hi,
Damn it,
Sayori. Hi, Yuri. Hi, Monika. Hi, Natsuki. We're all here. Okay.
Fuck you guys.
So, this game was released, and I, HighDrive99, greatly enjoyed the original game, and I am so happy this got its release, and it's going to be available on consoles. I have my physical pre-order for the Switch coming at the end of August. I'm so looking forward to having it for my Switch, and I will be playing this again on my computer.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sure will.
Ghostweller, I know you did a live stream for this game, even because I like to joke around all the freaking time without thinking of my own consequences.
Yeah.
And I know you don't want to talk about your thoughts, but
Oh no, I'll talk about it.
all right. So,
So
what shall you say about this release that I myself had truly enjoyed, and you suffer through?
spoiler free.
Whatever you
Spoiler.
want to do.
All right. So I'm gonna just point this out.
Spoiler warning.
Number one is probably going to be a Watch Mojo on top 10 games that look childish that are not. We all know that's coming up soon. But not the point. This game, if you guys don't know, is a very touchy game. It's something very, very. It's a very heavy game. It's nothing. It looks really fucking innocent. It's not. It's actually really fucked up. But I live streamed it on Twitch, and this is a game that is not suitable for people who are easily disturbed, that are easily offended by graphic scenes and etc. This is a game that is not. How can I sum up this gem of a game? I hate it and I wish it burned. There we go.
It's basically what you thought of life as a child versus what you think of it right now.
No, all right. So the game is about you joining a literature club and you writing poems with 4 females. And the way the story goes is you do typically fall in love with them after spending so much time with them. I'm not going to get too much into detail with that. But let's just say the bitch that you were seeing on screen right now, named Monika.
It's the brown-haired one with the ponytail, white ponytail.
But
I hate her with a burning passion. That's it. She's the best game villain ever.
yeah, probably.
Because she made me hate her so much.
And he loves Yuri.
I mean, that's when she didn't fucking, you know, kill herself.
Mm,
Or Sayori.
right.
Or when Natsuki got Thanos snapped.
Mm. Now,
What?
now, while Ghost, has had a very striking and shocking experience with this game, this game does give you chills. It really does give you chills. If you complete the whole game and not like rush through the dialogue and everything, this game can give you chills at times. Like, I remembered a certain scene, which I think at this point we'll go ahead and do spoilers since we already mentioned one of the characters dying. Um,
Yeah.
when
Again.
Yuri, who is the purple haired girl, after the second act of the game, literally got stabbed herself, and you just stare at her for like it seemed like a whole 24 hours.
Oh
No,
yeah,
36.
And
It
that
was
one,
2 days.
yeah, and that scene gives you chills. And like any time that the game like distorts itself, or like when the characters like when Act Two, when the game gets really twisted, it really fucks with you. It's just so twisted and distorted, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And like every time the screen flashes and gets glitchy and everything, it really is like, whoa, what the hell?
I like that isn't that like one of the ways that you can end the game? Like is it like can you like uh what is it, romance Natsuki and something happens to her and Yuri gets Thanos snapped instead?
No, I know that Act Two, you get funneled into Yuri.
Ah, that's fucking stupid.
Act One, you can pick your girl.
Yeah, that's fuck that. Never
Even
mind.
though Sayori hangs herself anyways.
Right, yeah, because you can in Act One. Act One gives you the full illusion of choice. Act Two and Three and Four just remove that entire consequence of choice out the window, and you get funneled into a really scary experience that is well worth your time if you're into this sort of stuff. But
Yeah.
I just despise illusion of choice so much. Like I thought there would be an ending where like Yuri gets Thanos snapped and Natsuki something happens to Natsuki, like she like instead you see her
There are
like
different
decay.
paths you can take, but it's all the same ending.
Yeah, fuck that. Never mind.
I would still say I suggest it is worth your time though. It is well worth
Yeah,
your time.
I still love
Yeah.
the characters though, and I wish they weren't like I wish one wasn't a demon, and I wish the rest of them were normal people.
I'm
And
gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it
they're
bluntly.
beautiful people, but they're all fucked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this bluntly, very fucking bluntly. Um, when I got to Sayori hanging herself, that scared me. Not just like, oh, it made me jump. I have a lot of personal experience with trauma. That's nothing new, but the way the jump scare was set up and the way that it was revealed was so shocking. It scared me so badly that I ended that stream right then and there.
Mm. And I remember too when I made you play the original version of this blind without knowing a single thing. And I remember that.
You know what's crazy was I don't remember playing it for the first time. I just remember playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I do not remember. I just remember the Monika ending from the first time I played it. I don't remember anything else.
And I remember too afterwards, like I made we sent it off to his cousin, his older sister.
Yeah.
And literally after the scene with Sayori, she like
Oh,
flipped her living shit
The
out.
fuck was that?
yeah. That was. I think that would be a pretty good reaction. You know. I definitely want to see gamers react to this one.
Oh, definitely. And if we look down here, despite all the trailer stuff, we could see that again. You get hundreds of unlockable images, 13 additional music tracks, 6 new side stories, full HD visuals, and of course the scary stuff. And we can ignore all the character bios. We don't care about that. The thing that I'd most care about, which is blocked off here, is the physical version. Yes, there's a physical version where you can have it haunt yourselves. for days.
You know, I don't know. Like, a lot of it's like, I don't know. I enjoy it, but it's like, it's things that I don't know. Like, it's like a Telltale game. Like, once you realize the story, it's just like, that, and, it's just a short game, it reminds me of that, where, like, so, like, uh, I don't understand why you need a physical release for a novel that short. Uh, and also, like, now that I know there's just a lose of choice for everything, I don't know about it now. But, eh, I don't know, that's just my opinion on it. It's a good game as far as I've seen. But it's like, game, you know, or that tricks you. But I don't know, these things are just questionable.
Right.
Anyways, I don't mean to deter from, the topic or whatever. I don't know, just like, I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, this is again like I have the physical version pre-order. I am greatly looking forward to it, having it, and I will definitely be showcasing this on the podcast at some point because I greatly enjoy this game. I do. I know Ghostweller, like, he just doesn't want to touch this game ever again because it scared him so much. Like, the impact of the game was so strong on him that it prevented him from wanting to ever do it ever again.
It's crazy, and I'm going to get a little personal, just with this one clip. If you guys don't know, I've diagnosed PTSD. I talk about quite a bit, but typically I have nightmares about some other stuff that I've done in my life. That game scared me so badly. It gave me like fucking like new nightmares. I bet you when I go to sleep tonight, I bet you I'm going to think of Sayori, which is just fucking crazy to me.
Yeah. So, I mean, this game in general, I really love this game. I remember, like, when I played the original game, like, after a while, I was watching, like, YouTubers consistently, like, do, like, some really cool, like, fan stories and stuff. And it was just, like, so cool what they pulled off with. Like, one in particular I can think of is the bike. And he did a whole, like, he made a series called A Month with Natsuki. And he really did a good job at making Natsuki a really likable character.
Mm.
So there's a big modding scene for this game, for the original game at least, and it just made all the characters like really likable.
Up until what? They went crazy?
Well, they haven't done much horror stuff. They just do like more visual novel based stuff rather than the horror aspect of like the original game. They just take the character and try to flesh them out more.
Yeah,
If
as far as I've been
if
as far as Hydrowave described it, it's more just making the characters seem like normal people instead of like, you know,
if they
assholes
made
or
if Doki Doki Literature Club, if Dan Salvato made a game where it was just, if he made a game where it was just the characters normal everyday, we fall in love with them and they don't fucking become psychopaths and sociopaths, I would play it.
Hmm.
I would play it. I would play a game that's just fleshed out to be what their backstory is and what everything else is up till, like, if he made a prequel game to that, I would play it.
Yeah, that's what the side stories are. The side stories function as the prequel to the main game. There's not really any
No,
horror elements
yeah,
or
but
anything.
there's no, but I mean, if they had like you in it and like they had like you could pick your choices, you could do the same thing. If you could do that with a prequel game, I would like it.
Or better yet, if they add like an alternate like side story thing, like an expansion pack or something like that, where it actually fleshes out the events of the game, including a prequel stuff, like till the actual like festival that was going on. Like, what if
Yeah.
Monika didn't like distort everything? That would be a really cool thing to see. Like, have the game play out like originally, but then instead of it, say, her killing herself,
Or
everything.
Yuri killing herself.
Yeah, in the second
Or
act.
Natsuki getting deleted from the game.
Yeah. Instead, it'd be really cool to see like what would have happened if the poetry festival went on. What would have happened like during their summer break and all this other stuff. It would have been really cool to see. I think from what I remember reading at one point, I think Salvado is actually exploring making his own another IP that is going to be more of a horror focused things. So rather than going out with these cutesy girls that then become scary, I think when I heard it's going to be a full on like horror visual novel.
I don't know. I just wish everything would have fucking, why can't we all just get along or something like that? It's just like, fuck, I just wish, like, everything turned out normal, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been pretty cool. That's all I'm asking for, I guess. And I
Yeah.
could just, I just want to download a bunch of mods for this game and not make it, terrible. Yeah, not terrible, but, scary and, like, not demon, not suicidal, not like Thanos snap
Yeah. That's
and all
what I
that
mean.
shit.
Like, if I'm sure if you get the original game, because the original game has more mods than Plus.
Yeah, I get that.
So if you want the mods, go get the original game and then just look up a forum on how to mod Doki Doki Literature Club and just go from there.
Yeah, or make your own mod. But
True.
yeah,
I know that
I mean,
I know that one popular mod that's around is that they actually did something in which like they transformed like that scene where it's just you and Monica in like the Act 3. They transformed that into something a lot more in depth, and you could like talk with Monica about many more subjects. They actually made it like much more fleshed out.
I see. Yeah, one thing that stuck with me about the game when Ghostweller streamed it, when you streamed it,
Yeah.
um, the only thing that stuck out was when Yuri like seppuku'd
Mhm.
F10 on one of those games. I forgot which game it was where you like take your sword, you kill yourself with it. Um, but yeah, one of the things that was a little scary, I guess, that was a little piqued my interest was like when you were standing there, when you were not standing there, but you were right next to Yuri. And you're just watching her eyes slowly roll in, and the rigor mortis set in, and all that other shit. And it was just like, I don't know. That's probably one of the the fucked up things because like I, it just made me think of a game where you watch somebody slowly die and it's not you that dies. It's not like Red Dead 2 where you see Arthur Morgan slowly die. It's a side character that you care about that you've cared about for a long time. Like but you have to say goodbye to them and there's no way to really cure them or help them or fix them. They just will die no matter what you do. And that's the only thing with illusion of choice. It's when a death, for me, I wish it was like a death would be your not your decision, but it's because of you. Like you're the reason why they died, not because, the fate of Devon Chat fucking decided, yeah, now's your time. It's just like you tried your best to save them, but you fucked up. It's your fucking fault for killing them, you know. You indirectly killed them at least. So
Right.
I like the idea of that. Or it's just that you're watching somebody slowly decay and you can have a chance. Like one thing is like I don't know. It's like it reminds me of uh I don't want to get too depressing, but it's just like it reminds me of watching somebody that is dead and just standing there and just trying to wake them up like a child that doesn't understand death, and it's like, you know, wake up, you know, why won't you wake up sort of shit, you know.
Yeah,
That stuff
I
really fucks with me because it's like you don't understand, or you understand but you're in such disbelief.
I think the hardest part about that whole scene was not the fact that she did that, it's because after so in the game there's a lot of text dialogue that comes up on the screen. But if you click history, she was begging your character, please stay with me. That's the part that fucked me up, and I did. Watching her slowly decay was, yeah, I don't think I could ever do that again. That was pretty rough.
And that's the thing, is like when you can feel them say, please stay with me, when you're the one saying please stay with me, and they don't understand that they're dead,
Yeah,
you know. That's fucked up for me. It's like they know that they're dead, but they can't not
they can't
still
not
want to be
stop it.
alive.
Yeah,
And they can't stop it. They're damned to always be asking for life again, but they're never gonna get it because they're dead, and you can't
yeah.
just reverse death.
Again, just to lighten it up a little bit, it's a very depressing game, but I mean, overall, if you're into that type of stuff, man, you're in for a fucking wild ride. Definitely not my cup of tea, though. You know, some people like that type of stuff. I don't think I'll play it again, or I don't think I'll record it. But if something crazier comes to like another Doom or another Mortal Kombat or whatever happens these upcoming months, I think I'll definitely
Oh,
dive into horror.
in fact, Dying Light 2 is actually being released on
Yeah,
December 7th.
yeah, which I'm super excited
Oh
for. That's
hell
definitely
yeah!
going to be a first premiere on my channel. I can assure you that.
Yeah, so that, I mean, the game looks pretty good too, so that's another minor thing that could drop in there, but for
Yeah,
how long
we'll
it's
talk
been
about
developed,
that for
yeah.
episode 2.
A little bit more exposition on that whole thing is I've even wanted to build my own game because nobody seems to understand me in that sense, and that there's not a game that is tailored exactly 100%. Um,
Is it a
what?
game? Is it like a JRPG with Felix as the main character and like both Felixes, and you have to run around the entire map and just like kill like the monster?
What? No.
I don't know. I'm just thinking some weird fanfic that you would have made up with. But anyways,
Look, I
What were you, my fucking car trying to start?
look, I just, you know. Oh, I can't find the fucking picture. Damn it.
Start, motherfucker.
um, but yeah, no,
Got a piece
I've
of
had a
ammunition.
vision of like a game where like the main character is fighting depression and suicide, and
And
like
even worse, he got a stutter.
and like I don't know, it's just watching the slow decay of this person, and there's only so much you can do, and
Oh,
in
there's a game
general,
like that out there.
like this character loses everything, and it's really nothing to, you know, scoff at. It's not, you know, it's not a death for, you know, scare, just for, to scare the person, or just like, uh you know, make them go, oh wow, you know. It's uh, it's not to startle them. It's just like literally just to be like shock value. It's not shock value. It's literally just like this is this person's life, and that's how life is, and this person can't really handle it. You know, there's like that, and then there's the one where, like I just said, like watching somebody slowly decay and wanting to resuscitate them, but they're past that point. You know, they're past the line in the sand. You know, um, I don't really want to talk about this because this is just like I don't know. This reminds me of like I don't know. There's a recent video of like Cinemassacre where James is talking about like a horror concept about him going in the like there's like a roller coaster theme park that gets decommissioned and the main protagonist and his friends go to seek that out and they get trapped in it and it's like shit. Like we're trapped in here, and then they go in, and like I guess the dragon in that theme park was like the murderer all along or something. I don't know. He left it blank after that. Anyway,
Yeah, so
I
we
don't
have
want to make it like that when this podcast is about tech and shit, not like game concepts. Oh yes, I saw that article too, and I was like, wow,
do
yeah,
we want
laser tag and paintball.
here? I know we're at the hour 10 minute mark, but do we want to talk about this or do you want to save it for next time?
Oh no, I got a lot of editing to do with this one episode, so I think I should definitely just like leave it here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use the bathroom, but you two go on, okay?
yeah.
I'll be
Alpaca.
exactly right back.
Before you go, can you have any
What's
final
up?
thoughts about anything we said today?
Uh, well, I'm gonna be right back.
Oh yeah, no worries. I'm gonna
So
close.
all I'm saying is, thumb man, Coomer, motherfucker, up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the
I hope
episode. Yeah,
wherever
yeah, I'm gonna
I
close the
hope
episode.
wherever he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the episode. If you want to say goodbye to the people, wherever, that's cool too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, people. I guess I hope I didn't provoke any bad thoughts. Also, happy Fourth, by the way.
Yeah,
I
happy
just
Fourth.
looked. It says 7/4.
Yeah.
If you're in America, if you're British, then like, I'm sorry, but freedom ain't free, bitch.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, so for our viewer comment of the day, we actually don't have any other than myself saying, please join our Discord, which I'll link down below in the description, as well as just comment on our videos. Just make sure you watch and everything like that. And other than that, anything else we want to say?
Oh yeah, another thing. If you're any other country that isn't Britain or America, uh, just
So I
remember
can't
who's
really
number
talk
one.
much.
All
Uh,
right.
anyway, so also, what
I'll
else?
see
Shit, I
you
was
in
thinking of
Discord.
something. Oh yeah, see you in Discord. Please join the Discord because like it's free, it's not paywalled, and if you actually like this, content, then hey, we can, what?
He left.
Oh,
Just continue.
Ghostwelder left. Anyways, yeah, join the Discord. Be part of a community because I don't know. I myself don't really have a community, so it's like it'd be nice to just have somebody to call like a friend or like have just a community in general. Like I, the idea of like because like if we're actually like interesting and you could like be our like you could be like a friend or something. That's a whole entire like that's a whole entire like another like outlook, I guess. I don't know how to say it. It's
Yeah.
like
It's like
wh-
we want to be like your second or third family, essentially, like a group, like a family of people that you can just know that you always have cool people to talk to and everything. And you can always
yeah,
we can always talk about the gaming news or anything else the viewers are interested in, like if like be it science or technology, gaming or random meme news or anything of the sort. We would love to talk about it here on the show.
yeah, and just having like when you said family, that really opened up what I was trying to say. Was like it's literally that. It's like it's sort of like a third family, a third party family in a way. Like
Yeah, because you have your job as a family, you have your familial bond with your mother and father and everything, and then you have your third family, which is like your tight knit group of friends that you could always talk to anytime, and we'll always be here for you.
yeah, except for when we're busy or something. But you
Oh,
get that.
oh yeah, we try to be as responsive to the Discord as possible. I mean, you'll see on our Discord that we have a bunch of chat. You'll see some like behind the scenes stuff on there. Like sometime we'll be chatting about like when we're gonna start recording and everything like that. So always keep an eye on Discord because sometimes you'll get a hint as to like when we're gonna start recording and when they'll be uploaded on the next day, for instance.
Yeah, pretty much. What else should I say? Yeah, there's Discord, and then oh, there's your YouTube channel
Yes,
and our YouTube channels. You
yeah,
know, me and
exactly. You can
those.
see all of our channel names are literally like beneath each of our icons here. So our video feeds here. So rest assured that FluufAlpaca, GhostwellerGame, myself, all our YouTube channels are here. You can the end card. You can also subscribe to our channels by going there. GhostwellerGame also streams this on Twitch at GhostwellerTwitch. Yeah, just at GhostwellerGame. That's his Twitch. Go follow him if you want to watch some live streams, or especially seeing this live before it gets published on my channel.
Yeah, and all the mistakes, like you know.
Yeah. I know I get some mistakes sometimes. I mean, this one here, I know there's going to be a small section where, when we were talking about Doki Doki Literature Club, there may be a little part where it gets a little crackly here and there, but we're all still trying to slowly figure the kinks out for this and how to get it all working and everything. And there will be a couple behind the scene videos too. We have one, like I said, early in the video, because as our original discussion got cut off, we will be doing a separate video for Ghosts of the Housemark acquisition and Chex Quest.
Yeah. Um, those were talked about, but there was like a little like hiccup where Hydrowave's stuff. I don't know. I couldn't hear him. He left, and then he joined back like about a minute later, and Ghostweller was popping in and out sometimes. Um, so that happens,
Yeah,
but
we have
it was
things.
really good content for what it was. So it's like, yeah, it was just it sucked that we couldn't really like
Finish from there.
yeah, because like it would have been pretty cool talking about what I found, and both in Check
Yeah, so
Quest and in the human body,
yeah, which, like I said, the Chex Quest video will be a separate upload in addition to Housemark, and yeah, we will definitely talk about that section. What we missed in this episode, we'll pretty much continue that on next time.
Yeah, like VR, airsoft, laser tag, paintball,
That
and
sounds really cool. Yeah, Ghostweller found a really cool article, and we will definitely be talking about this next time.
and Star Wars gets Eastern artwork
Yeah,
or
if we're interested in that,
something.
yeah, if we're interested in that, if you want to talk about the next time, we can definitely do that.
Turns into an anime.
Yeah,
And what else? Uh, Doctor saw the ultrasound and called the cops immediately.
oh my god.
Don't click on that image just because it's cursed.
I
But yeah. So look out for those bonus episodes. Look out for this episode. Look out for our channels. I only have 10 subscribers on my main and 7 on mine. Hydrowave is like 12 or 13, and Ghostweller is like 57. So
yeah,
we're a very small community.
Yeah, Ghostweller definitely uploaded the most consistently by far. I mean, I'll be fairly consistent because I'm going to have this content on my channel every week. Rest assured.
Except for when stuff happens.
Oh, yeah, like, I know that I'm going to have a layout when, like, for instance, like, Ghostweller, like, say if you are not available, I'll have a session with just Ghostweller or, like, just you, for instance. So, accidents happen. We know it.
Oh yeah. Or if it's plagued by issues like a Tuck, that one Eskimo movie from like the 60s,
Which we
where
could,
everyone died
yeah,
trying to cast it.
yeah, so try to mention that next time if we can, if the situation pops up, and we'll be good to go.
Yep.
All right, so until next time, please make sure to join us on Discord and subscribe to our channels on YouTube. And other than that, hope we all have a good day, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.